Hold up, before you get to watching this video, let me talk to you for a second. Hit that bell down below and subscribe to the Fitz Take Podcast YouTube channel so you'll know when every episode is dropping or if something has been posted on this page. Also, be sure to follow me and Elijah on our social media platforms. They will be linked down in the description. Now back to the episode.
CeeDee Lamb got paid. Young brother got paid 4 years, $136 million. That is the highest paid non-quarterback contract in the NFL. That is $38 million a year. Fitz, what you thinking, man? What you thinking,
man?
Fitz?
I love it. I love seeing a black man make his money. I love it. Shout outs to him, hashtag localize everything. He was born in Opelousas. But also just to see him, go through the contract disputes and all those things like that. But my thing about this that I always have to look at is I don't know why these coaches, these scouts, and in this case, these owners, Jerry Jones, why do they get out here and they do all this capping, talking about, oh, no, we don't need him. No, we don't need him. If you're going to pay him anyway, like, stand on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to talk all that talk, let them walk there. But they know they're not going to do that because they know they need him. So they ultimately had to bow down to him and give him what he wanted at the end of the day, And obviously, when it comes with like salary cap and all that stuff like that, the Cowboys are going to – somebody's not going to be able to make their coins. Now your next thing that you got to do is you have to make the decision on if you move forward with Dak Prescott. You got to sign Michael Parsons because – you ain't crazy. Well, you are crazy, but I guess you're not dumb, so you can't let him walk. But now you get into that situation of what do we do with Dak Prescott? Do we give him this new bag and allow him to, get some more money and continue to go and compete for us? Or do you go to Trey Lance? Right now, that's not looking like the best thing because brother just threw 5 interceptions in that other preseason game. So you're almost in a compromising situation where you almost are going to have to cough it up and pay that money now. However, you need to figure it out because, Dallas has always been one of those type of teams where, yes, they'll give you this $136 million. And if you probably look at how the contract breaks down, Dallas will backload a lot of those contracts where your first year's salary might be like 21 and then the next year it'll go up to like 24 and it'll continually bump up. And that's why a lot of guys have fought for that to make sure, like, no, I want my money on the front end because if I tear my knee up, I want to make sure I made my money on the front side. Or if y'all cut me, I want to make sure that I got as much as I can. Now, of course, you got your guaranteed money in there, but you would want your contract to look a certain way. If it's not front loaded, I want more guaranteed money. If it's back loaded, whatever, however you structure that. And that's why you have agents to make sure that it gets done. So I am, happy for CeeDee to get his money because these billionaires, these owners are making billions, big B, capital B, super duper B, billions of dollars off of the sweat equity of what these players are putting in. So the fact that he's able to make some bread off of this, he's able to set up his family for the rest of their life. We're talking generational wealth, bro. And of course, you got to factor in the taxes, and he's not going to make that full 136 million and all of that, but still, he's going to make a lot of money to the point where if he manages it correctly, his kids are straight, his grandkids are straight, and future generations from there on out, the Lamb family going to be good because of the work that he was able to put in negotiating this type of contract right here, right now. What you got?
Man, I completely agree with you. Just like you said, man, these owners make billions and billions of dollars. So when we hear $38 million, we like, oh, man, that's a lot. But to them, that's like grocery bill. I mean, I'm exaggerating. But
groceries is crazy.
That's a grocery bill to them, But I'm happy for CeeDee. I really am because, this is setting the bar higher for the receivers that come after him. Jamar Chase, who's going to be up in a year. Well, he's up now, honestly. T. Higgins is up now, and honestly. So you got these guys that's going to be up, and they're just going to keep, keep providing to make sure the NFL pays them what they're owed. It's like these guys isn't just coming in with happy, I'm just happy to be here type of attitudes anymore. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, they playing for the organization. They want to be there. But at the same time, you also got to pay them what they're worth because these guys are putting in a great amount of work behind the scenes. So I'm just happy for CeeDee, man. I really am. I'm happy that the Cowboys buckled down and paid him because we all know when Jerry tried to play that last time with Emmitt Smith, he started off 0-2. 0-2.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the Cowboys win the Super Bowl this year because they got CeeDee. But at the end of the day, you know you got to pay. You got to pay that man. You got to pay these star players, man. So
You got to.
I'm happy Jerry Jones, took his foot out of his mouth and opened up his wallet and said, "Here you go, man." Now I don't know what he's gonna do with Dak Prescott because I know he's paying Micah. I don't know what he's gonna do with Dak Prescott. But again, I hope he opens his wallet and give Micah what he deserves next.
Well, let me ask you this, though. If you're in Jerry Jones's position, not the owner position, but as the general manager, what are you doing with Dak Prescott?
Honestly, I'm going to let him play out this year, to be honest with you. We gave him chance after chance. If I'm being correct, I'm not a Cowboys fan. We'll get that out the way. But you give him chance after chance. If you don't see success in the playoffs, of course you can move on because what motivates you is what you're seeing on the other side with San Francisco. Brock Purdy's on a rookie contract. He already made the Super Bowl because of the team that's around him. So if you could do that with a guy that's like a Shador that's probably coming out, you got my man from Ole Miss. I can't think of his name. He's going to come
Jackson
out.
Dart.
Yeah, he's coming out. Quentin Ewers is coming out. So, again, I'm just going to let the chips fall where they may. If Dak gets me to the NFC Championship game, I'll think about it. But if Dak is going to just get me back to a wild card game, I might have to cut you loose. I'm keeping Micah, though, because Micah been in there. He's showing in and showing out. He been making plays without the football. So, again, if I'm Jerry, I'm just going to let the situations play out and let the chips fall where they may. What about you?
Yeah. I think that's what's going to happen too. I have to say the same thing, just because this is a prove it year for Dak. He had a lot of great success last year during the regular season. I think he led the league in passing yards. That's all fine and dandy, but it's all about what you do in late December, early January. It's really what makes you your bread. It's what keeps you around. Like, yes, guys are making their money because of their stats and the things that they do, but what really ultimately keeps you around is what you do in those late season playoff games and ultimately winning those championships. It is going to be interesting. I mean, you mentioned some quarterbacks out there. I don't know what kind of capital Jerry would be willing to give up to move up higher if Dallas is not a top 5 or top 10 pick there in this upcoming draft. But there will be some guys coming out that if he's interested, there's an opportunity to see, what they want to do there for their future in terms of quarterback. And so that is our takes, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all put down in the comments below of what you think of CeeDee Lamb making his money and who do you think is going to get paid next? You got Brandon Ayuk, you got Jamar Chase, like Elijah was saying. Who gets their money next and resets?
Thank you so much for watching this clip of the Fitz Take podcast. Be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. And also follow me and Elijah on our social media platforms. They will be linked down in the description. And remember, every episode of the Fitz Take podcast will air right here on the YouTube channel every Monday at 2 p.m. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.